Hello, good day. Welcome to my Compass Daily, where we share a practical thought for a productive day. What's our practical thought for today? I would love to say to you that obedience will not always be convenient. We were wrapping up our midweek service a while back when I had a prompt to call for a video the coming Friday. At that moment, something struck me. We had planned a family trip for that weekend. And then I knew I had to make a quick choice between my family trip and obeying God. I said, as God has intended, and someone confirmed that she also picked the same prompt in her heart. Right after then, things took a different downturn. We could not make the trip eventually, even if we had wanted to. Then I asked myself, what if I'd chosen the family trip over obedience to God? I would have felt really terrible. I want to say to you that obedience will not always be convenient. When Abraham was to leave his father's house to a land he did not know, it was not convenient. Abraham asking Lot to choose first was not convenient, while he had to seem as they were settling for the second best. Abraham going after Lot that had acted a rogue because of love was not convenient. Abraham circumcising himself immediately at old age was not convenient. Abraham obeying his prompt to reach out to strangers and catering for them was not convenient. Abraham laying Isaac, the seed of the promise, on the altar was definitely not convenient. But Abraham made a commitment to constantly obey God. And it's the same thing the Lord is calling us to. Every time the Lord is asking you to do something, it is always better to obey, because you don't know what is actually on the way. In 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22, Samuel said these words to King Saul when King Saul disobeyed. He said, as the Lord has great delight in burnt offering and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord, behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to eat than the fat of rams. No matter how much of sacrifices you are bringing, if it is not done in obedience, it is not pleasing to God. For God, obedience outweighs sacrifice. I want to encourage you this season, make up your mind to constantly walk in obedience to God. Don't forget, if you are willing and you are obedient, you will eat the good of the land. The Lord bless you today and have a productive day. Amen.